Hi guys, today I finally have my Orly Flash Glam contest haul to show you. And for those of you that don't know, Orly had a contest on their Facebook fan page, and you had to submit a nail art and then people had the chance to vote on it for, I think it was like a week or 10 days. And thanks to all my fans on Facebook, I won. And the grand prize was all 22 of the Flash Glam glitters. So it took a little bit of doing. There were a couple colors that were back ordered and there was a little bit of trouble with the shipping, but the product rep that I was working with from Orly was totally helpful, and in the end I got all of the prize polishes and then some. So let's get to all of the glitter. The first one that I have for you guys is It's a Meteor, and this has like 3 different colors of glitter. You have kind of a clearish white glitter, a gold, and then a pink. And for those of you that are probably already wondering, there definitely will be swatches of all these, so you'll be able to see even more detail in those. This one is one of the ones I already had, so you'll probably recognize this. This is Sashay My Way, which is gold with a holographic finish. Then another gold, this is Too Fab, and this is a little bit of a warmer gold compared to Sashay My Way, which is more of a yellow gold. And I'll just hold them both up together here so you can see the difference. Then moving on into bronze, this is Watch It Glitter, and that's just a very traditional bronze metallic color. Then we have orange and hollow, and this is called Right Amount of Evil, and I think this would be a really pretty color for fall or for around Halloween. It's actually not that easy to find an orange glitter, I've realized. I have just a couple, and part of it is that orange is not my favorite color, but part of it is that they're just not really out there except around Halloween. This is also kind of an orange glitter, and this is called So Godiva. Kind of between orange and brown, and then it's got a very dark, kind of, not sure if it's black or just dark brown base color. This one is RIP, and this is very similar to So Godiva, and in fact this is another one. I'll show them to you side by side. The difference is really in kind of the size of the glitter. So like I said, when I get to the swatches you'll be able to see the difference between these two in particular a little better. Next I have a really pretty red. This is Rocket's Red Glare. This would have been a fun one to have around the 4th of July. I know Orly's shown this one a couple times on their fan page and a lot of people like it. This is Cupcakes and Unicorns, which is a pink bar glitter in a pink base. Then here is Ultraviolet, and I'd say it's a little bit of a red leaning purple. Purples are always a little bit difficult to capture on film or in pictures, but this is not as purple as, for example, Can't Be Tamed, which is one of the colors that I used in my stained glass nails. And then they also have Ridiculously Regal, which is kind of between those two. And I'll show them all 3 here so you can kind of see the differences. This is Ultraviolet, this is Ridiculously Regal, and this is Can't Be Tamed. So hope you guys can see those okay. Next is Atomic Splash, which is like a gunmetal gray glitter. And then we have the lovely awesomeness that is currently on my nails, and this is Sunglasses at Night. And you can see it's even more impressive in the bottle. You could certainly build it up even more than I have on my nails. What I have on is 3 coats. And if you'd like to see it in motion, I'll go ahead and include an annotation up there, as well as just a regular link down in the information box. So I'm about 2/3 done and moving on. The next is also one that you've seen before. This is Spasmatic, which is one of my favorites. It's just a very vibrant blue. And then we move into kind of a lighter, brighter blue. This is It's Electric, and leaning a little bit toward turquoise. And then kind of a deep teal. I think this is going to be one of my favorites. This is Go Deeper. And then there's Mermaid Tail, which is another one of the colors that I used in my stained glass design. This is, I'd say, green, leaning just a little bit toward teal. And then the truest green out of the collection is Monster Mash, which is like a grass green with a little bit of a hollow to it. And these are all kind of really kind of an ombre of color, you know, graduating from blue to green. But if I hold them up like this, hopefully you guys can see that, you know, they are all quite different. And really probably all 5 of those are some of my favorites out of the whole collection. The last couple here are Holy Hollow, which is just a silver and holographic glitter. Then Be Brave, which is the pink bar glitter that I used in my stained glass nails. And finally we have Embrace, which is separating a little bit in the bottle. I apologize, but you can see that's just a round pink glitter in a slightly tinted pink base. Now, the other part of the prize was kind of a sneak preview of Orly's fall collection, and I think, yeah, this is called the Fired Up collection, and they're not all like fire-related colors, but they're all coordinate together very well. This first neutral one is called Glow, and this is just kind of a soft, kind of off-white or taupe color. Then there's this very pretty gold, which is called Flare. And then into orange, this is Flicker. And I see just a little hint of a duochrome as the light catches this at a couple angles. I'm not sure if that would actually translate onto the nail, but it's got a lot of heavy shimmer to it. Then a dark red cream. This is called Ignite. And this is more of a shimmery dark red. This is Smolder, and it's got, again, more of a shimmer to it. And then one more cream. This is a Rapture, and it's hard to tell on the bottle if this is a brown or just a very dark maroon, but I think those colors just all complement each other so well. Really nice for fall. As you saw, 3 creams and 3 kind of more shimmery metallic shades. I also wanted to mention, in regards to the contest, which will be happening on my Facebook page, obviously I do have the polishes in hand now, so it will be coming soon. I'm still looking into how many of my followers I can have this open for. I kind of knew international shipping was expensive, but I didn't realize just how expensive it was until I started looking at some pricing. So I'm really sorry to say that unfortunately this may be just for my US fans, and I really do regret that, but I just can't see spending more on shipping than the amount of polish would be worth on its own. So if you haven't heard of the contest, I'm basically giving away the glitters that are my duplicate colors, and I might as well tell you guys now, due to some of the shipping confusion, I'm also going to have an extra bottle of It's a Meteor that I'm going to give away, and an extra full set of the Fired Up collection that I just showed you. So I'm not going to put it all into one gigantic prize. I'll probably have a grand prize winner and then 2 runners-up. So detail still being worked out in my spare time, still looking into shipping. And if you're not on Facebook, I do apologize, but this whole bounty of nail polish is thanks to my Facebook fans, so they're the main ones that I really want to thank, as I've mentioned before. Hopefully within the next week or so, I'll firm up some more of my final plans. It's probably going to be held through Rafflecopter, and that's all I know for now. But it's not, I'm really trying hard not to put it on the back burner because I don't want to be giving these away at Christmas. I would like to get this wrapped up, you know, sooner rather than later. So I think that's all for now. Like I said, if you want to check out the polish in motion for this awesome sunglasses at night, check out the annotation or the link. I hope you guys enjoyed the haul. I hope I have time to do the swatches probably tonight, hopefully, maybe. And until then, thanks for watching.